Hello, good evening, class, and welcome to another lecture. I would really like to apologize for being not able to upload videos, but I already said my reasons in our group chat. So here I am again, and I will be discussing Chapter 2, Section 3, Obligations of the Partners with regard to third persons, covering Article 1815 until 1827. So, Article 1815 talks about the partnership name. So, the general rule is that the partners may use any firm name desired, and this will be the name of that juridical person. Because, as we have said earlier, the partnership is a juridical person different from the partners, thus, the partnership must have a name. So, general rule, any name. You can name your partnership with your family names or with the acronym of your family names, no? Depende na ninyo, SGV, like that. That's an acronym. So, it depends on the choice of the partners. However, the partnership cannot use identical or deceptively confusing names which is similar to an existing partnership. Why is that like that? Um, in our trademark laws, a business cannot use a name of another business when it is already in use. That is why you have to register your partnership name para ikaw na jud ang makauna-ana. So kung naanay partnership nga, for example, ABC partnership, dili na ka pwede mo use og ABC partnership because that is labi na if you are offering the same services. So for example, ABC law firm. And then maghimo po kag ABC law firm. So maglibog ang mga tao, pareha na ba kan sila? Are they the same partners? So it is basically an exception to the general rule that when you use a partnership name, it should not be the same name of an existing partnership. So that is Article 1815. Now, 1816 talks about liabilities. No? Liability, that is to third persons, while losses, that is between partners. No? So, kung moingag, what is the liability of partner X? So, this talks about partner X liability towards third person. So, kung loss, ganing ang atong i-term, that is your responsibility between partners. So, when we say prorate, that is equal. No, equal ang liability. When we mean subsidiary, it means that secondary. No, when you say subsidiary liability, it means secondary. Ang primary liability is ang partnership funds, and if dili na masatisfy sa partnership funds, mao pa ang subsidiary liability sa partners separate properties. No? So 1816 states that all partners shall be including the limited partners, including the industrial partners, shall be liable pro rata with all their properties, and after all the partnership assets have been exhausted, for contracts which may be endorsed into in the name and for the account of the partnership under its signature and by a person authorized to act for the partnership. However, any partner may enter into a separate obligation to perform a partnership contract. So, it means thus na tanang partners, liable sila pro rate. No? Equally liable sila to the third person nga gi-contract sa partnership. Pwede si partner A ra ang ning contract to a specific person, pero bisan si partner A ra ang ning contract, but the contract was for the whole partnership, then all of them are liable pro rata, meaning they are all equally liable. So that is 1816. And following 1817, any stipulation against the liability laid down in the preceding article shall be void except among partners. So dili pwede nga moingon nga partner A, B, and C. For example, partnership ABC partnership. There are 3 partners. However, in the contract, it will in the articles of partnership, it will state that partner C shall not be liable against third persons. That is void under 1817. However, if maingon nga partners C shall not be liable to partner A and B, that is different because that is liability towards the partners. But if liability towards towards third persons, all the partners, including the industrial partners, are pro rata liable to third persons. So that is 1817. Now let's go to 1818. No? Medyo taas-taas ni si Ja. So, basically, because a partnership is a juridical entity, it must have agents. Kaya ang partnership itself, because it is not an actual human being, kinahanglan sila og mga agents nga mabuhat sa mga acts of partnership or acts of ownership. So, who is the agent of the partnership? Basically, the agent of the partnership is the partner. Therefore, all acts of the partner shall bind the partnership. And basically, it would also bind all the other partners, especially if he is authorized to do so. Okay, so what are the acts which would, let's differentiate the acts which would make the partner or the partnership, which would bound the partnership because of the act of an agent or because of an act of a specific partner. When the act is apparently for carrying on in the usual business of partnership, general rule, it binds the partnership. So for example, the business of the partnership is selling books, no? Selling and producing books. So the act of a partner buying paper, the act of a partner buying ink, it binds the partnership because these acts are part of the usual way of the business. However, if the said partner is acting with no authority for the partnership, or the person with whom he is dealing knows that the partner has no authority, then the partnership is not bound by such acts. So, for example, in the articles of partnership, only partner A is allowed to procure, in our example, to procure paper and ink. However, si partner B nagbuot-buot o procure o paper and ink. Does it bind the partnership? Basically, it does not bind the partnership because the partner acting has no authority to do so. Okay. Another act is acts not apparently for the carrying on in the usual way of business of the partnership. So definitely, it does not bind the partnership. So, kung dili usual nga way sa business ang gibuhat sa usa ka partner, the partnership is not bound of such acts. However, if he is authorized by the other partners, then the partnership is bound. And then we have acts of ownership. Ang acts of ownership, this must also be if only one agent is doing it without authority from the other agents, it does not bind the partnership. However, if it is with authority from the other partners, then it binds the partnership. Same as with acts in contravention of a restriction on authority. Basically, because there is a restriction on such authority and that partner performed the said act, it does not bind the partnership. So in Article 18, it states there that except when authorized by other partners or unless they have abandoned the business, one or more but less than all of the partners have no authority. So, kaning 1 to 7, mauni ang mga acts nga an agent or a partner cannot do without the authorities of the other partner. So again, Article 1818, numbers 1 to 7, these are acts of a partner who these are acts that a partner cannot do without the authority of the other partner. So what are these acts? Number 1, assign the partnership property in trust for creditors or on the assignee's promise to pay the debts of the partnership. So usa man ang i-assign, meaning murag imo na sidyang i-collateral ang partnership property para sa utang. So if ang usa ka partner ra ang nagbuhat ana without the authority of the other partners, it does not bind the partnership. Second, dispose of the goodwill of the business. What is goodwill? A goodwill of the business is ang business name, ang kasikat sa usa ka business. So sometimes businesses sell their goodwill. Sell their goodwill. But if a partner sells the goodwill of the business without the authority of the other partners, then it does not bind the partnership. Number 3, does any act which would make it impossible to carry on the ordinary business of the partnership. Confess a judgment. No, that's number 4. Sige lang, number 3, self-explanatory. Number 4, confess a judgment. In cases of court proceedings, a partner cannot confess without the authority of the other partners. Number 5, enter into a compromise concerning a partnership claim or liability. So, dili gyapon pwede mo enter into a compromise agreement ang usa ka partner without the authority of the other partners. If he enters, again, it does not bind the partnership. Number 6, submit a partnership claim or liability to arbitration. What is arbitration? That is level in compromising settlements. It is a mode of settlement. So in short, these are out of court settlements. Mo ang mga arbitration. So, kung naay reklamo, madapag sabot-sabot, dalon nimo sa arbitration. So, ang partner, he cannot submit to arbitration when there is no authority from other partners. And then, renounce a claim of the partnership. All the more, because this is an act of ownership. If ang partner ay mag-denounce without the authority of other partners, dili na, it does not bind the partnership. So basically, that is Article 1818. 1819, it is also very long, So, let us discuss the article by paragraph. So, where title to real property is in the partnership name, any partner may convey title to such property by a conveyance executed in the partnership name, but the partnership may recover such property unless the partner acts binds the partnership under the provisions of paragraph 1818. So, unsa may pasabot ani? So, if ang partnership magbaligya og juta, for example, because we talk about real property and the most common real property is land. So when a partnership tries to sell a land, the land shall be sold under the partnership name, but with the authority of the other partners transacted by one partner only. So for example, ang sud sa deed of sale, ang title sa land, usually ABC partnership. Ang mo transact ana, only one partner, let's say partner A. But in order for the conveyance of the real property to bind the partnership, dapat partner A must have authority from partner B and C. Because again, this is an act of ownership. And if it is an act of ownership, the act of an agent shall not bind the partnership unless it is authorized by the other partners. So, 1819 paragraph 2 talks about a real property owned by the partnership, but the conveyance of the real property is under the name of only one partner. So sa paragraph 1, ang seller sa land is ABC Partnership sold to Mr. X. So kana mabalhin jud ni Mr. X ang land. However, sa paragraph 2, the title of the land is under ABC Partnership. But ang gibutang ra dito nga seller is partner X. Partner C sold the land to partner X, to X, to Mr. X. So, because if C has no authority to sell the land, what X has is only equitable interest. Dili pa niya makuha in full ownership ang land conveyed by partner C because, again, the act of partner C does not bind the partnership because partner C was not authorized to do so. However, if partner C was authorized to do so, to convey the land under his name, then what partner X must do is he must ask the partnership to change the name of the seller from partner C to ABC Partnership. So again, it talks about the authority of a partner as an agent to the partnership. 1819 paragraph 3 is a situation wherein the title of the real property is in the name of one or more but not all the partners. So when the land or when the real property is under the name of one or more but not all the partners, and it does not show that the partnership has a right over said property, then the partners whose name the title stands has the right to convey the property. So kung ang partnership is A, B, and C partnership, and then ang title sa land is under the name of partner A and B, and it does not show that the property is indeed part of the partnership property, then partner A and B may convey the land under their own name. And then, in the fourth paragraph, where the title of the property is in the name of one or more or all the partners or in a third person in trust for the partnership. So, paragraph 4 states that it is still not under the name of the partnership, but under the name of all the partners. So, instead of ABC Partnership, ang sa title is A, B, and C. So, it does not state whether it is under the name of the partnership or it does not disclose that the property is still part of the partnership property or it is held in trust by a third person. Then, the conveyance or the transfer of property may be executed by a partner in the partnership name or in his own name. So if si A, B, and C as owners of the land, execute nila sa deed of sale is ang seller is ABC Partnership, then it would mean that the property is under the partnership name. The property is under the partnership. However, if they execute the land only providing their names as the seller, then they may convey the property also under their name. But if the property is under the name of a third person who holds the property in trust for the partnership, there must be authority from the partners to sell such land. If there is no authority to sell the said real property to a third person, then the sale does not bind the partnership. So basically, 1819 talks about the partners or third persons having the authority to sell real property. So again, a basic rule sa 1818, when it is an act, 1818 and 1819, when it is an act of ownership, the partners as agents of the partnership should have the authority from all other partners, unless the act is done in carrying on the usual business of the partnership. 1820, an admission or representation made by any person concerning partnership affairs within the scope of his authority is considered an evidence against the partnership. So, 1820 basically states that if there's an admission made by the partner, it can be used as an evidence against the partnership. However, this admission must only be concerning about partnership affair and must be within only the scope of his authority. So, for example, ang scope sa authority sa usa ka partner is only for human resources. So, all admissions regarding human resources shall be admitted in court and can be used as evidence in trials. However, if the partner is in charge only of human resources and he admits or he makes admissions or representations regarding financial matters which does not concern him, then such admission cannot be used as evidence against the partnership. Article 1821 talks about notice or knowledge, no? What are the instances wherein knowledge of the partner basically means knowledge to the partnership? So, Article 1821, there are 3 instances wherein knowledge of a partner is considered knowledge of the partnership. So, number 1, when such partner is acting in a particular matter, and such knowledge was acquired while a partner. So, meaning, if you informed an ex-partner, the knowledge of such ex-partner does not mean knowledge to the partnership. So, for example, you are a creditor and you want to send a demand letter to the partnership para mo in our obligations and contract. Why do you give a demand letter? In order to establish delay. Now, when you send a demand letter to an ex-partner of the partnership, it does not establish delay because there's only knowledge of the partnership when that partner is a present partner, no? So, knowledge of the partner acting in a particular matter acquired while a partner. So, for example, katong partner, si ex-partner, ang iyang trabaho ra jud is tigbayad sa utang. But then, ex-partner na di si ning hawa na sila sa partnership. So, if you send a letter to the ex-partner, it is not considered knowledge to the partnership. Second instance is when knowledge of a partner acting in a particular matter then present to his mind. So, when you say then present to his mind, meaning the partner is able to give his consent and sane pa si partner, no? If mahatag ka og usa ka notice to a partner who is already dying or is in a coma, that is still not considered knowledge or notice to the partnership. And then third, knowledge of any other partner who reasonably could and should have communicated it to the acting partner. So, for example, the acting partner is partner A. Ang imo lang nasultian is partner B because partner A was absent during that time and partner B was the managing partner in charge for that day. And si partner B imong nahatagan sa notice because partner A was not there. The law presumes that notice to partner B who responsibly could and should communicate the said notice to partner A, then it is considered knowledge of the partnership. So again, the general rule, notice to a partner is notice to the partnership. Moro na siya. However, again, if you communicate it to an ex-partner or to a partner who is not present to his mind, then it is not considered notice to the partnership. 1822 talks about a wrongful act or omission. So when a partner, while doing the ordinary course of business of the partnership, commits a wrongful act or omission, and then the third person suffers loss or injury, the partnership is liable. Why? Because he is doing it in the ordinary course of business. And being an agent, if ang agent makasa, and then the agent is doing what he is authorized to do, then the principal should be held liable. So, kung say, partner A nakasa tungod kay ang isang gipang buhat during part sa ordinary business sa partnership, then ang partnership ang mo bayad sa liability to the third person. So 1822 talks about liability of a partnership to a third person in cases of loss or injury, while 1823 talks about loss. No, when will a partnership pay or be bound for the loss made by a partner? So number one, in cases of misappropriation. Now, for example, a partner receives money from the third person and he misappropriates it, meaning iyang nagamit for his own or for whatever reason, then the partnership shall shall pay for the misappropriated funds of the said partner. But of course, this is subject to reimbursement, no? So for example, si partner A, gibayaran ni Mr. X og 100,000 and then nagamit ni partner A ang money. So si partnership, sila mo bayad sa 100,000, but of course, si partnership nasa the right to ask for reimbursement from partner A. Number two, where the partnership in the course of its business receives money or property to a third person and the money or property is misapplied while it is in the custody of the partnership. So basically, still about misappropriation, again, basta maka-misappropriate ang usa ka partner and then he is doing it within his authority or under the custody of the partnership, si partnership automatic ang mo bayad ato nga loss. However, this is subject to reimbursement. Pwede ra jud magpa-reimburse si partner sa katong si partnership sa partner nga naka-misappropriate sa funds. Article 1824, all partners are liable solidarily with the partnership for everything chargeable to the partnership under 1822 and 1823. So 1822 talks about liability, 1823 talks about losses. So what do you mean by solidarily liable? Meaning all of them are liable. All the partners are liable to the whole amount. So pwede nga si partner A ra ang mubayad, but that is subject to reimbursement. No? Pwede si partner B sa ang mubayad, but it is subject to reimbursement. So they are all solidarily liable in cases of liability due to injury and they are also liable against losses. Okay, 1825 talks about partnership by estoppel, we discussed this earlier, and partner by estoppel. So again, when we say partnership by estoppel, this arises if all the partners consented to the misrepresentation of a third person who is not a real partner. So, for example, si A, B, and C, they are actually not partners, but ilang gi-represent to Mr. X nga, partner sila. So, even if they do not have articles of partnership, they do not have an agreement to be partners, because of their representation to Mr. X being partners, they are now considered partnership by estoppel. And then 1825 also talks about a partner by estoppel. So for example, A, B, and C partnership. Si Mr. D ning represent sila ni Mr. X as part of the partnership. So because he represented himself as a partner, then he is considered a partner by estoppel. Even if he is not a real partner, he will be liable against the partnership, and he will be liable to the third person as a partner. So, mo na pasabot sa 1825, partnership by estoppel and partner by estoppel. So, even if unregistered, basta they represent themselves as partners or partnership to a third person, they are considered a partnership or they are considered a partner because they represented themselves as such against third persons. Okay. Article 1826, a person admitted as a partner into an existing partnership is liable for all the obligations of the partnership arising before his admission. So, for example, si partner D, name mo na siya nga partner January 1, 2020. But ang partnership A, B, and C, na sila liability pag 2019. So, under 1826, bisag 2020 na si ning sold as a partner, liable sila sa mga past nga liability sa partnership, no? So, except when this liability shall be satisfied only out of the partnership property. So, for meaning, if ang liability enough ra nga makasatisfy ang partnership property, then pwede nga dili ma-liable si partner D. But if ang partnership property is not enough to pay for the liability, then partner D, being a new partner under 1826, he is liable also for his partner, for his separate partner's property. So, make sure when you enter into a partnership, tanawa, basig naaban na sila yung mga past liabilities nga dili kayang bayaran sa partnership properties. And then lastly, we have 1827. The creditors of the partnership shall be preferred to those of each partner or as regards to the partnership property. So, for example, ang partnership na ay utang 1 million. And then, ang mga si partner A na utang 1 million, partner B 1 million, partner C 1 million. And then the property of the partnership is only worth 1 million also. So kinsa may unhon og bayad ang utang sa partnership or ang utang sa partner. So 1827 states that the preferred creditor is the creditor of the partnership. We will discuss that later on in chapter 3, dissolution, winding up, and liquidation. So basically, that is chapter 2, section 2, chapter 2, section 3. So later on, I will upload also chapter 3, dissolution, winding up, and chapter 4 on limited partnership. Thank you.